In this session, we will continue building up the fully distributed multi-node Hadoop cluster. Before we go ahead and boot this virtual machines, we need to edit the virtual machine settings on each of the virtual machine, and we need to change the size of the RAM to 1 GB, and also we need to set the number of processors to 1. Let us start off with the name node. Click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings and change the size of the RAM to 1024 megabytes, that is 1 GB. Select Processors and set the number of processors to 1 and click OK. The same process needs to be repeated on rest of the virtual machines. As you can see, on all of the virtual machines, the size of the RAM has changed to 1 GB and also the number of processors have been set to 1. Now let us boot up these virtual machines. Let us boot up the name node. Let us log into the name node as root user. Here we need to change the host name of this virtual machine. As this virtual machine was cloned from another machine, it would be having the old host name. Let us open up the terminal. And let us edit the following file to change the host name. Here let us change the host name. Once we are done, we need to save and close this file. And the same process needs to be repeated on rest of the virtual machines for changing the host name. Let us also change the IP address of this virtual machine. Please follow the steps to know how to change the IP address. This also needs to be done on rest of the virtual machines, and each virtual machine should have a unique IP address as well as a unique host name. As we are done changing the IP address, we need to restart this virtual machine for the changes to get reflected. Let us restart this virtual machine.